Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today? Hope you're well. I'm back. I had a wonderful holiday, and apologies for last night. I was planning to do the player ratings, but then I had an urgent work request come in, and I had to deal with that. So I do apologise, but it's a bit late. But we're still going to do it. So. Let me see who is on. Osiri Paul, hello citizens. Voice of the North, City player ratings except Bernardo Silva, who gets an 8.5 as follows. Okay, yeah. Ryan, hello. How are you, mate? Why 8.5 for Bernardo? I forgot he played till I checked my ratings. Voice of the North, he was the only player who played without fear and passion. Ryan, didn't see that in the slightest. Hamza, hi guys, how are you? Good morning, Blues, says Kiam. Kiam is on from Vancouver. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Ryan Corrie, happy with an earlier stream today. Got back home from apartment hunting. I'm going out later to watch Stoke. Good luck with that one. Hi, guys. Happy Friday. And you, Alex. Hope you're well, mate. I'm expecting some harsh ratings today. Hello, boss. How are you, buddy? Like the shirt. Nice shirt, Andy. I guess it describes your Friday feeling. My Friday feeling's good, mate. I'm just catching up all day, just catching up with work stuff. Take 4 days away and come back to absolute nightmare. So it is what it is, and thank you for the shirt. Liking. It was a Christmas. I think it was a Christmas present from my brother-in-law in Miami. So anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the player ratings for the other night. Now, caveat here, I was out having dinner with friends, so in Rome. So I only got back to see the second half, or most of the second half. So I'm not in a position to be calling out players, and I can only call what I see. So it's down to you guys for the player ratings today. I won't be able. I can only give you my ratings for what I saw for 35, 40 minutes of the second half. Other than that, I didn't see the first half, so there's not a lot I can do about that. But anyway, we're going to talk about the player ratings. We'll get that done and dusted early on. Then we're going to go into Pep's press conference today, which was Pep seemed in a really good mood. He was like, "Oh, I don't know whether somebody's told him from the PR department, be a bit nicer." But we still got. I mean, it doesn't matter how nice Pep Guardiola is in the Pep conference, or how rude he is, or how dismissive he is. The questions that come to him are so loaded with absolute bullshit. Just trying to get a rise out of him. I mean, again, some of the questions today about Jose Mourinho, it was like blah 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 blah. Jose Mourinho, this Jose. It's like Jose Mourinho is irrelevant in this day and age in the Premier League. Long gone. His days were 5-6 years ago. But it's like, oh, you've got a rivalry, you've got this, that, and the other. It's like Pep, you could see Pep like almost, I'd say, yeah, maybe in the Barcelona days, but since I've been in City. Yeah, there's no rivalry. But he didn't. He was magnanimous with his comments about Jose Mourinho. So it is what it is. And then transfer news. Well, as you know, it's deadline day today. It finishes. Pep was asked about that in his press conference, and so basically said, well, there's going to be nobody coming in, even though there's been a few rumours about Skriniar and things like that. I don't think anyone's coming in. But I have got one little bit of news about one player in particular that I did look up this afternoon when I had a bit of an hour's break in between conference calls and emails and things like that. One player who I think, if we got this player, and it's not often I say this, I always sort of dismiss YouTube videos and things like that. One player in particular, I think, oh, this might be a little bit exciting if we do get him. But anyway, let me get back to your comments before we go into the player ratings and get that done and dusted, because that was Wednesday night. It's old news. Old news, as some might say, about Man City Fan TV. Oh, well, they're doing it 2 days late. Yeah, but we're still bringing it to you. Everyone loves a shirt. Good evening, peasants. Ivor's on. How are you, buddy? I hope you're feeling better, mate. your tweet last night was just, it made me absolutely cry laughing. Man Steel, hi Andy, and guys, how are you, Bernard? Hope you're well, mate. I do apologise, Bernard. I haven't seen any of your stuff this week because I have been away, but I will start checking up on it and I'll retweet it for you, mate. I promise. Man City versus Tottenham it is. How are you today, Andy? I hope you're happy. I'm very happy, mate. Very good. Rather be in Rome, if I'm honest. Kind of wonderful holiday. Absolutely amazing. But hey, back home to the cold UK. I've been sat waiting to say. Yeah, right. I have a few shirts like that, but with more colour. I've got a few with colour. It'll be tough tomorrow. I've gone for battering tomorrow. Well, nothing's happening tomorrow, mate, because it's on Sunday. Tell me, Andy, what you think about Sunday's game. Mr. Andy, have we missed you, pal? How are you, Cal? That City fan who called Silver over 8 does 0. Oh, I mean, frightening. Some of the comments about David Silver this week on Twitter. They're not Man City fans. It's clearly obvious they are not Man City fans. Deadline day and tax return day. Mine's already been done, mate. Did mine at 1st of January. It was all submitted and everything was done. Man Teal, I hate you only. I all missed you, Martin. Rome wasn't built in a day. Haha, very funny. I never missed you. Martin. Hi, Andy. Pablo. Colavandro's on. How are you, Pablo? Hope you're well, mate. Andy, the lumberjack, yeah. Some might say you get what you've been given, absolutely. Anyway, listen, let's crack on, seeing as there's a few of you on. I need to just quickly look up who was in the starting lineup. I'm trying to remember from what I saw, but we'll start off with the goalkeeper, and we're going to go, we'll go for, let me just bring this up here on my stuff. We're going to go for Claudio Bravo, who again, for me, looking at Twitter and following it and whatever else, just got a load of stick again. I mean, it's quite, even from a couple of, well, one of my lads anyway in particular, but we're going to go for Claudio Bravo. What were your ratings for Claudio? Or Clownio, or some of you might want to call him. So what's your scores for Claudio Bravo? And we're going to do this quick. We're going to bomb through it. So you better be quick with your scores for Bravo. And you might have done it before on other channels and things like that. And that's absolutely fine. But we're going to bring you the player ratings anyway. Don't worry, Martin. Bernard, hi, pal. Cal has been saying he missed you on X-Fox. Has he missed me? Oh, bless him. Hi, Ivor, mate, says Bernard. 5.5. Only had one shot to save and he let it in. You know what? Ryan, I've still not seen the goal, so I don't know. I didn't really want to go back and look at the United goal. Bravo 6, welcome to the failing channel that's going downhill. Don't know what that's about. It's true, Martin, I missed you trying to pronounce long names. Martin, Bravo 7. Phyllis, Bravo, nothing special, average. Bravo 6, Man Steel, yes, I'm Muslim, but you represent yourself, not all people. Oh, what's going on here? Let's not have... let me go back. Oh, somebody's not starting to. Hamza, I hate Arabic name and people. Right, there you go. So, there you go. Man Steel, you've gone, mate. Sorry, we can't have any of that garbage on here. So, bye-bye. Being racist and making racist comments. We can't have that. So, Hamza, don't worry. He's gone. We're not having any of that shit on this channel. Pablo gives him a 5. Something I've heard, that's all. Something I've heard on, that's all. Welcome to the... you've heard it's a failing channel. Funny how the subs and the views are like phenomenal. But anyway, to be fair, it's right in the corner and goes in off the post, but he wasn't even close. I am my religion, the fat burger eater. So what we're doing, give us your scores, because like I said to you, this is going to be quick, the score ratings. With no point going into a full, breakdown of the game. Like I said, I can't comment. I only saw like 35 minutes of it, 40 minutes of it. So I can't comment on the whole game. I can only say my opinions on what I saw. I didn't see the goal. I still haven't seen the goal. Ivor says, Hamza, my closest friend is Muslim, pal. Ignore the film. Yeah, I mean, he's gone, mate. I've already banned him. He's gone for me. It's just obviously somebody from the other side who wants to try and stir up some racial tension. Don't know why, but they're blocked anyway, mate. So off they go. To prepare, let's see. Can you, Cal? You coming to Cal out of Stoke? Our apologies for that idiot Hamza. Yeah, I mean he's gone. Anything like that Hamza, they're gone. Simple as. So I'm going to give Bravo a 6, seeing as though you're not giving loads of scores tonight, which is fair enough because it is a little bit late. I don't expect anything else. Right, okay, Kyle. Should we go for Walker next? Because Walker played on the right-hand side. So what were your thoughts on Walker? For Walker's performance, I watched him in the second half and thought, he did all right. Ryan Cartwright going to South African final. Don't know what that is. But anyway, we're talking about Kyle Walker. What are your thoughts? Ryan Corey gave him a 7. Martin gave him a 6.5. Okay. Kyle gives him a 7.5. Walker, headless chicken, 6 is average. You and Kiam in the same camp. Kiam always says he's a headless chicken. Oh, here he comes. He's on the Scarecrow. Here he comes. Kiam, the Scarecrow, did okay at 6. Fearless Blue Rabbit, don't worry, my friend. I don't listen to some foolish people. Good lad, Hamza. That's what we like to hear. Bernard Denise, 6.5. Pablo gives him a 6. Wow. So, Kyle Walker then. Let's give him a 6.5 for mixed feelings on Wednesday night, to be honest. Okay, Walker gets a 6.5. There you go. So, like I said to you, this is going to be a quick one running through the player rating. So the next one coming up is Nicholas Otamendi, the general. What were your thoughts on Otamendi? Also, that was formation. First half, it did down 4-2-3, or 2-3-4-1. Walker and Nico at centre back. Cello just not there. Yeah, we'll talk about maybe Pep. Even the formation did look great. Don't listen to foolish people. We watch Martin Andy every day. Martin gives Otter a 7.5. Otamendi an 8. Walker is like marked on the wall. You need to cover him up with a chesty trap. Who's timed out? Who timed out Cal? Who's timed out Cal? And for what reason? Because it wasn't me, Cal. Somebody asked Mark, Cal, what have you done? Don't know why you've been timed out there, mate. Oh, Martin timed you out. I read your comment and it didn't. Ryan Corey, 6.5, and then the tackle, did nothing wrong. One header, but that was about it. Hamza, don't listen to this racist guy. Phyllis, Otamendi, another headless chicken, never learns from his mistakes. 6. Naughty Cal. Oh, just ignore him. Otamendi, while diving in, needs to join MMA. 6. Bernard needs to find a -10 from KDV. He was, didn't he, Bernard? He had a right go at him. 6.1, you can't have 6.1, mate. You can have 6, 6.5, or a 7. You can't have 0.1s. It's 0.5 or a full score. So, Otter gets a... I'm going to give him a 6, if I'm being honest. Otamendi gets a 6. A lot of people mentioning that particular tackle, which Kevin De Bruyne was going absolutely mental about on the videos that we saw, which leaves us moving over to, all right, maybe Rodri was playing in that position, but we're going to move over and we're going to talk about a weird choice, in my opinion, which was playing Cancelo on the left. I just didn't get it whatsoever. Absolutely didn't get that choice whatsoever. But you give me your points on it. He called me foolish. Oh, did he? And that was it. And you timed him out. Okay, there you go. Hamza, Pablo Calavendro. We all human. We die. Never. We all die. Never. Always in this life. There you go, Cal. Bit of retribution for you there, buddy. If he called you useless or whatever, then that's fine. But if he can't take useless, he's going in a timeout as well, so he can go and train with the kids. Cancelo gets a 6.5 from Bernard Deneen. Ryan Corrie, 2.5, out of position the entire game. Countless bits of bad defending. Got rinsed by AWB. Worst game I've seen by a player this season. Phyllis, Cancelo, 5, useless, clueless, and defo cannot play on the left in England. Martins, you shouldn't have said that, mate. Kiao says Cancelo does nothing wrong but not much right either. A 6. Did Martin just get sent training with the kids? Laugh my ass off. Yeah, he's been sent twice. He's doing a Kiam. Pablo gives him a 6. I must admit, I saw him in the second half. I can only talk about the second half, and I thought it was garbage, absolute garbage at left back. But I don't know. I don't know. You guys saw the whole game, so he might have been brilliant in the first half. I've no idea. But just is definitely not a left back. Can't defend. Gets caught out far too many times with balls around the back. But yeah, he shouldn't. In my opinion, he shouldn't have been playing on the left anyway. But hey, Cancelo was also at fault for their goal. Was it? I don't know. I didn't see it. Kiam has taught me well. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Has he? He hasn't taught you that well, has he? Bless him. Ryan, he was a lot better in the second half than the first. God, if he was better in the second half than the first, I'm not sure. So we're going to go for an average of 6 for Cancelo. There you go. I'm just sort of proving a point to Martin there. He thinks that he thinks because he can just go under the Man City thing, he can get comments. Oh, he doesn't learn. Bless him. Right, we'll move on to the next one, which is Rodri. So, what are your thoughts for Rodri? Sorry, I'm flicking between quite a few apps here. So, Rodri, what are your thoughts on Rodri's performance in there? Ivor says Cancelo ruined Bernardo's game in the first half. Absolute clueless, could not time boiling an egg. He just left Matic free and he got a free shot. Right, okay. Like I said, I can't comment overall. So it's one of those ones whereby you're going to have to determine his scores, because I can't give him a score on 40 minutes in the second half, even though I thought he was garbage in the second half, if I'm honest. Hamza says Rodri a 7. Kiam, I don't rate Rodri. Got to be honest, not for me. 4. Well, is that on your rating for the game or just overall? Bernard Deneen 6.5. The Man City Fan TV who keeps commenting, he's going until his actual moniker comes back up from his time out with the kids for being cheeky and banning people for being a little bit cheeky. Ryan Corrie passed it, but that's about it. Been the case a lot. Don't see him doing a lot of work. Ferner did. Hi, Cal Blundell. How are you? Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, like I said, these are your scores. I can't really comment too much about it. Rodri 6, average, needs a babysitter, another clueless display. Wingback Cal. Is that Wingback Cal or what? W Cal? I don't know what that is. But anyway, let's go and give Rodri a 6. So there you go. Rodri gets a 6, and we're moving on swiftly. Let's see who else was playing. It's like I say, I'm having to look. I know that Gundogan and Bernardo Silva and everyone else. So we'll go for Gundogan. I'm just trying to go through who was playing in what position. So let's go for the next one we will have is Gundogan. It's got to be a 10. Got to be a 10 for Gundogan. No doubt about it. So Gundogan, what were your thoughts on Gundogan? Overall, I don't rate Rodri. I think he slows us down as a team. Same as Mahrez. Wow. So we're on to Gundogan. Be nice now, right? Will you be nice, Martin? Also, Cal confirmed that my Cancelo rant today was nothing like what it was during the match. Wow. Bernardini gives him a 6 for Gundogan. Thank you, Andy, for timing out Martin. That's why you're my favourite presenter. You won't be saying that if Martin was on. Pablo, too slow in midfield, 6. Phyllis, anyone who thinks Rodri is a long-term replacement for Dino is deluded. Gundogan, a 7. Cancelo is the worst defensive player I've ever seen in my life, says Cal. Ryan Corrie, 7.5, man of the match, made a number of good passes, one of which was Aguero, which should have scored from. Also, a great tackle to stop a counter. So we've got 6s so far. And we've got Pablo giving him a 6 as well. Phyllis Gundo, best player on the night, 7. That's all because they were shite. Okay. I said this is going to be quick. Hamza gives Gundogan a 7. I'll remember that Cal says Martin. Okay, we're going to give Gundogan a 7 then. I said to you, this is going to be quick ones because it was the other night. Right, who played with him? Let me just bring it up. Which one should we go for? We'll go for Kevin. We'll go for Kevin before Bernardo. So we're on to we're going to look at Kevin De Bruyne. No, we're not. Just bringing up there. Where's KDB on my list? KDB, there you go. Kevin De Bruyne. What were your thoughts on Kevin the other night? KDB, Ryan Corrie, 7.5 for man of the match says a lot. I think that's about Gundogan. Carl, for you, Andy, Gundogan a 100. KDB 5, thought he was poor, says Martin. Ryan Corrie 6, 1 good pass, but other than that, the only thing I remember was a silly shot. Wow. These must be then, if that's the case, the way I think it's going to go. I think we're possibly going to get the lowest scores of the season so far for Kevin De Bruyne. Because normally he's never below a 6. And we've got a 5 from Martin. Wow, that is unusual. Ivers give KDB a 6. That's rubbish. Well, normally we start at 6 either and work up or down depending on anything ridiculous. So 6 is probably average, but Martin's given him a 5. Wow. I only saw the second half, so I didn't think it was that bad. But you know, at the end of the day, these are your scores. So 7.5 from Ryan, 5 from Martin, 6 from Ryan. Phyllis gives him a 7. Bernard 6.5. Pablo 6.5. KDB 6 rubbish. My mate Stormy 6. Oh yeah. Cal Blundell 4. KDB some games. He is not in his level. I give him a 6. Okay. Kevin De Bruyne gets a 6 from you guys, which moves us on to Bubblegum. So what do we think of Bernardo Silva? Too many passes when he could have shot, says Martin. Okay. These are yours. I can't be too critical because I didn't see all the game. I can only comment on that last part of the game. I'm being nice, Kev, giving him a 6. Wow, that really, Ivor, was he that bad? The one positive I took from the match was that we only gave them one chance all game. Should have been 0-0, to be honest. Cal, one of the worst games from him. Not as bad as the 4-0 against Never. Never forget that, Martin. Okay, so we're moving on to Bernardo Silva. And we'll see what you guys give for Bernardo. Just 1 minute. I'm just going to turn my phone off. Sorry about that. My work phone was going off in the other room, so I just had to quickly check it. So let's see what you got for Bernardo. Best player in a blue shirt, says Martin. 5.5. Forgot he played until I loaded my ratings document last night for the ratings. Bernard gives him a 6.5. Hamza says Bernardo. I give him a 7. Either Bernardo from the sublime to the ridiculous 6, average again. Pablo says 6.5. My mate Storm is 6.5. Jeff Walmsley, 6.5, ran his heart out. That was the worst MUFC side I've ever seen, and we lost to them. That's how poor we were. True Ivo lost 2 games to that shower. Poor game overall, anticlimax in the end, but we got to Wembley. Lost twice at home to the worst United team in over 30 years. I was shocked by it, Bernard. It takes a lot to shock me. Okay, so we're going to go 6.5 for Bernardo Silva. I'm not as negative as some of you guys on here, but hey, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about opinions, I'm guessing. Right, over to the next 3, which was Mahrez, Aguero, and Sterling, and I'm dreading coming to this one. Reading social media, but anyway, we're gonna go for this one, and that is Raheem Sterling. So, what were your thoughts on Raheem Sterling? City loses a lot of chances in this game. Never mind, we do better in the next games, I'm sure. He made 1 very good save from Aguero, 1 good save from Walker. That was it. Sterling 3. Come on. Sterling 4, drop him. Oh, come on, fellas. Come on. Bernard 4.5, and I'm being kind. My mate Stormy a 3. Oh, this is disgraceful, Blues. Absolutely disgraceful. Multi-apples. So, rank card 4.5. Would have got 6.5, but the fact that he did not get on target, let alone score, is criminal. 3. Should have been subbed. Oh, my Lord. 4 needs a rest. Remember, 6 is your starting point normally. But, well, our starting point on Man City Fan TV, 6. If you do anything really bad, you drop a point or 2. If you do something really good, you get a point or 2. But 3s and 4s means that he must have done 2 or 3 things terribly, that cost us in the game. Anyway, these are your scores. They're not mine, so it is what it is. 4 needs a rest. Listen, I've been saying it for weeks. He needs a rest. He needs to be sent away, hopefully, with this 2-week break coming up. Send away, get his head clear. And I don't think it's about him physically. I just think it's about him mentally. He needs to just get away from football. He needs to go away from football. Just get his life in order. Just spend some time with his kids and his girlfriend and whatever else it is. But just switch off from football and come back and get his shit together. Because he hasn't played well. Let's face it. He's not played well for about 6 weeks now, 7 weeks. So it is what it is. I still wouldn't give him a 3 or a 4, but you know, it's your scores. Sterling was very poor, 5. I've had enough Sterling. He was the worst player on the pitch by 100 miles. I would have took him off at half time. I wish we could be positive on him, but I can only score on what I watched. This sums him up. At the moment, Sterling, a bad player, lose a lot of chances. I give him a 4. Ryan Corrie ran AWB ragged all game and had a nice 1-2 back here with Aguero, but you cannot excuse the chance he missed. Okay, that's fair enough. Your scores. So listen, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. He's gonna get a 4. Sterling gets a 4. Wow. First time ever I think we've had Sterling on Man City Fan TV being judged by you guys, and no influence from me. He gets a 4. Right, on to the Algerian Prince, as they call him. And that is Riyad Mahrez. So what were your thoughts? England debacle has definitely affected him big time. Hello, Andy. How are you, Mingy Wong? I'm very good, buddy. How are you? He's not been the same since he stopped getting abuse on a daily basis. Need the PEP'S to remotivate. Ryan, excellent point. Though it means just more to talk about on Twitter, I guess. Mahrez, 6.5. He was average, says Pablo Calavandro. Martin, ran the ragged all game. Did we watch the same game, Ryan, here? Says Martin. think he's talking about Sterling there. Bernard Denis gives Mahrez a 5.5. Ryan, 5.5, had a shot and that was it. Did nothing else in the game. He was very frustrated in the parts that I saw, certainly in the second half. Same as Sterling. I mean, just same as Sterling. But Mahrez a 6 from Martin. I'm good, thanks. How was Italy, buddy? It was absolutely amazing. I had a wonderful time. Thank you for asking, Mingy Wong. Jeff Walmsley, 6 for Mahrez, was better than Sterling. Why was he subbed? Kian Mahrez, was he there? A 4. Mingy Wong, a 6. My mate Storm Angelino has went on loan to Leipzig. Really? I've not heard any of that. First I've heard of that, mate. If you can post... Oh, don't post the link because you can't post the link. But I'm guessing... Is it going to be... another bit of news, but we'll see. People are posting it. It could be made permanent. He has. Yeah, you're right. He has gone. Option to buy. Oh, wow, that is good news. That's just come through. My mate Stormy. So well done for posting that. It's just come through here on Twitter 20-30 minutes ago. City have loaned out Angelino to RB Leipzig until the end of the season. RB have the option to buy him in the summer, but it'll cost them 25 million. Whoa. Well, that's a bit of good business by City there. Right, Mahrez, let's get back to this. We'll talk about Angelino in a bit. I've got doubts. How was it? I missed that. 6, Mahrez. Angelino went alone. Yeah, done that. Mahrez 6 average against Shambles. Said makes Custard Boy Shaw look decent. Talk about the car, Andy. So funny. Talk about the car. Talk about the car. Andy, so funny. His ball control is just insane. Angelino breaking news on Sky Sports. Yep, Leipzig just announced him on Twitter 7 minutes ago. Yep, Mahrez, I gave him a 6. Angelino goes on loan. He's getting playing time. I will be paid, Angelino. Right. Okay, so Mahrez, he gets a 5.5. Good news. I'm gutted, to be honest, young player we have. Right, we'll talk about Angelino in a second. We'll come back to that after we've finished the player ratings, which leaves us with this guy, which is Sergio Aguero. So what were your player ratings for Sergio? We'll talk about the Leipzig Angelino thing shortly. So we'll see what is said about that. Maybe I need to just add an image. 1 second. Right, let's talk about Sergio Aguero. What were your thoughts on Aguero? There you go. What were your thoughts on Aguero? I think Ben Chilwell is coming. You reckon maybe not this January? No, he won't. No, I don't think he'll be coming this time. Bernard gives Aguero a 7. Forwards and backwards on the hill, mate. Oh, yeah. 6 had, that's a good point, that. Remind me in case I forget. 6 had 2 good shots in the first but that was it. Pablo gives him a 7. Mingy won a 7. Aguero 6.5. From Hamza, Jeff says Aguero 700% effort, poor service. Pablo gives him, I thought he was my man of the match. Aguero gets a 6.5. Corn 6 average from Ivor. Ooh. God, it's a bit of a depressing one tonight, isn't it? I'll give Sergio a 6.5. There you go. Shall I do the subs? Is it worth doing the subs? Let me just see. David Silva. Yeah, we'll do the subs because David Silva came on, didn't he? On 68. So we'll do David Silva in particular. So we'll go for David Silva next. What were your thoughts on David Silva? Because he did play 26, 27 minutes. Andy found a magic car in Italy. I didn't find a magic car. It's not a magic car. It's a magic hill. But David Silva, what are your thoughts on David Silva? It was a very depressing game. It sounds like it by you lot. My lord. I need cheering up after this vlog. The negativity, I mean, glad I didn't watch all the game. I was out for dinner with friends, so. Bernard gives David Silva a 6. Martin, David Silva, do I mention it really? Oh my God, there's passing. Then there's passing. Yeah, I did see that, I must admit. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that you look at, you just think, there's no excuse in it, is there? It's like, what are you doing? But he did look, I won't mind, but he did, I've watched it about 8 times. He did look behind him and there was no one there. I just don't understand why he just didn't control it, hit it, or hit it first time. But I don't know. I'm loath to question David Silva's intelligence when it comes to football, but I don't. It was a proper heads gone, without shadow of doubt. 5, a bit average. Pablo says unselfish. David came on and added to the madness. Sorry, David 5, you lost the plot, but I still love you. Says Ivor. David Silva 5 because he plays some minutes. Says Hamza. Silva gets 4. My one note only had 2 F-bombs in it. He's done that on Medicash as well. Martin, I'm sure the F-bombs have been loads of F-bombs when he's done the most incredible things on, God, untold number of times, Ryan, as well. Wembley, we're the famous Man City. We're going to Wembley, says Martin. Jeff, Silva 7, played well, but should have scored. Remember that, Blues, and we're here. Right, David Silva. You know what? By the sounds of it, I'm going to give him a 6, and that's it. And we're going to do away with the play ratings because I'll be honest with you. It's very depressing putting all these scores in. But I'm going to move back to this thing which has come up, which is obviously Angelino, and people have been talking about Angelino, and it seems that Angelino is going to Leipzig on for the rest of the season in particular, and there is a potential permanent move for £25 million, which is wow. When was the last time City made that much money? I'm trying to work it out. I mean, this has been reported all over Sky Sports, Evening Standard, the Manchester Evening News, James Ducker of the Telegraph. Everyone is talking about this move, so it's obviously been confirmed that he's going. And remember that we bought him for peanuts, absolutely peanuts, at the end of the day. So I guess we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what the outcome is, but. I think market value on, if you look at transfermarket.com, they've got him marked at around £14.4 million. He's going on loan. We got him in for whatever we got him in for. I mean, there's so many figures bandied around. There's anywhere between 6 and 10 million, some are quoting, that we got him back into City for. But if we do sell him for 20-25 million quid for a year, that's a nice £15 million, or maybe even more, 17-18 million pound profit. So that's good news, because let's face it, for me, he's not a City player. He's not good enough. He simply can't defend, and he isn't good enough to be in this current squad. I think he'd be a brilliant player 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, but he's not. He's not good enough for me in this particular team. But there you go, Angelino. Leipzig, RB Leipzig on loan until the end of the season, with an option to buy him for £25 million. Decent, absolutely decent. Which suggests now we've got Zinchenko, Cancelo can play at left back, and Mendy. So will Pep really go in now and secure a left back for the summer in January, pay it and go, cheeky and Ferran, pay it and go, we'll have him in the summer? The likes of somebody commented, I think it was Kiam, about Chilwell. Will City do something like that, or will we just wait till the summer and reassess our options there? But yeah, right. Let's go back to your comments. Did you get to Flavio Pal? Best restaurant in Rome, mate? I didn't go, mate. I went back to the same restaurant that I went on the first night. one that all the stars were in, eat in, which is where Pacino and De Niro and Javier Bardem and all the others all go there apparently. And we found out when the second time we go that when they're filming in Rome, that's the restaurant they all go to. So I didn't. It's still in Monte. It was just literally at the back of the hotel. It was 20 yards away from the back of the hotel. So that's the reason why I didn't go to that particular one. We only had 3 nights there. So I didn't make, but it's one definitely when I go back, I'll definitely search it out and go for. He's left, not a rating. Why? Yeah, I know. 25 mil for a backup left back is good business. Made a profit. Yeah, last time we made that would have been Iniacho. Yes. So Zinchenko and Mendy was injured. We don't get injuries there. Better than Zinchenko though, Andy. No, I disagree, Martin. No, I'd rather have Zinchenko as a left back than Angelino. Definitely. Ryan Corey, thanks. Will City get slated for legalised people trafficking now? The media will be all over this deal. A bit of waste of money when we got him in the summer. Well, it's not when we make a profit on him, mate. Mingy Wong, we make a good profit. So it's about time we started making profit on these players we buy in. A bit of a waste of money. You filled a homegrown quota spot, didn't we? Yeah, Mingy Wong, we made money. John Fletcher, Zinchenko and Angelino, we could get 50 mil for both. Great deals. Yeah, I agree with that comment. Also, make sure to get predictions in Discord before the first kick-off for lunch tomorrow if you haven't already. I can't afford to eat there. I'm a peasant. You're not a peasant. You're joking. That's what. Right. On to a little bit of news. And it is about this guy. Now, this is somebody called Jan Couto, Brazilian 17-year-old defender. He's a right back. The latest reports in Brazil say that City have outbid everybody else who wants him. That includes Barcelona and Arsenal for the 17-year-old right back who has been, and I know this, I know that people get quoted with ex-Brazilians, things like that, but they are pretty much saying this guy is the next Dani Alves. Now, originally, they were looking for around about £4 to £5 million, but reports in Italy are saying that City are in pole position because they offered £7.5 million that could rise to £12.5 million. Now, with any of these things, he plays for Coritiba in the Brazilian league. He's part of the under-17. He's an under-17 World Cup winner last year at the tournament, which they won on home soil. Now, when this comes out, apparently Barcelona were interested in him last season, keeping a close eye on him, but City have got in there early. Obviously, Barcelona, Pep, whatever, and Pep obviously loved Dani Alves, and City have got in there early, and by all accounts, and I'm still waiting, and this is the key to it, I'm going to wait until I hear from Tim Vickery. Tim Vickery will no doubt talk about this. I'm tweeting him as we speak. I was tweeting him then to know whether is this true or is it just more paper talk and rumor. Now, one of the things when we get rumored, and as you know on Man City Fan TV, we bring you, we've spoke about 50 players, young kids, which we know is a City model. We know that they can, City can buy them, put them in European teams, and then we can sell them at a profit. Angelino being a prime example of what's just happened. Now, most of these kids, I don't even bother going on YouTube. I really don't, because it's one of those that you look at it and you go, yeah, right. It's just one of those academy kids that we're going to sell them for a profit. By the comments that I read on social media and on Google about him in particular, thought, I'm going to go and watch a YouTube video. Wow, this kid looks frighteningly fast. He is so quick and goes forward exactly like Dani Alves does. Not just quick and not just like, he's just a fast fullback like Kyle Walker. No, he can defend. He times his tackles to perfection. And he gets the ball, he beats the first player immediately and then runs into space. And he takes the ball so quickly. And if you want to, I'll put a stream up here. If you want to see what he's like. Or sorry, I'll put a link here if you want to go and see what this kid is like. And like I said, I'm not one for YouTube videos. I just go, yeah, another one in the academy, goes off alone. This guy, though, from what I'd read on the internet today about him by various sources, but I'm going to actually look at YouTube videos, and I watched 3 of them. All of them were the same, virtually the same. So there's the link to him. And wow, this kid does look like a typical Dani Alves Pep type of player. Very quick, very skillful. And you watch how many step overs the opposition do against him, and he reads, bang, straight away, takes the ball off him. So we'll see. We will see about this kid, which is going to be very interested about Yan Couto, the young Brazilian 17-year-old that City are apparently all in for, and we're going to try and outbid wherever possible any other team that comes in for him. So it shows you that City are really interested in there. Now, on to the last couple of bits of news before I have to go, because I've got some business stuff I have to take care of very quickly. And that is, there's an article in Goal today, and it's basically saying about Sane didn't reject Man City contract offer. So the rumours are that he's never ever rejected an offer from Man City on there. So the terms have been there. They've just never decided to go into the contract discussions one way or the other. And Pep was actually asked about it today in his press conference, and said that he said, I don't have any news on that. I'm sorry, I'd like to tell you, you have to ask Cheeky. The last info I had was that we made him an offer a long time ago, and all the time he didn't reject it. So after that, I don't have any news. So I think a lot of it is being blown out of proportions. And you know, it's like speculation. Just because he doesn't sign a contract doesn't mean to say that he's rejected it. He's just sort of at that moment in time going, I'm holding back on it. So notice by Pep's comments in his press conference, there's been no decision made. He went on to talk about Sane and when is he going to be available. He said, Sane started to train with us. Good news, and he moves surprisingly really well. It was nice to see him back. I don't know when he's going to be back. He needs a little bit more time, I think, but we'll see. Now it's a bit like Amy, talking about Laporte. He started training before the first game against Sheffield 2 or 3 weeks ago, so he needs time. We'll see. Talked about Aymeric Laporte and the whole thing with him and why he hasn't played lately, and he just turned around and said, no, it's nothing to do with injuries. It's not. We're just being very careful with him, and you know, you've got to remember his fitness levels are not where he needs to be playing week in, week out. So I think he said, somebody asked, is he ready for Sunday? And he went, we'll wait and see. It's one of those things. He don't want to rush him. He wants to give him a few minutes, then let him rest, let the medical staff assess him, make sure there's no niggling little sort of fallouts from the game, make sure that his fitness levels in training all week get up to standard. Like I said, it's going to be 4 or 5 weeks before Laporte is anywhere near his fitness levels, even though when he came back, he had an absolutely wonderful game. So it's going to be one of those. We'll just have to wait and see. He might play Sunday. He might not. We'll have to hold back on it. With regards to the Pep conference, yeah, no real news on it. He was asked about signings and basically saying that there'll be no signings coming in now. Asked him if he'd ever bought anybody at the end of January, and he sort of went, can't remember, I don't think so. He basically intimated that we do all of our business early, and unless it's something that's dire on there, there might be players going out like Angelino. So we'll wait and see. I think it's 11 o'clock tonight. It finishes the transfer window. I can't remember. Not that bothered because I don't think City are going to sign anyone anyway. But again, the press, the media, they talk absolute shite. Again, questions about Jose Mourinho, one after the other. And that wasn't just the likes of DeBell and Simon Stones from BBC. There was a number of them, and I was trying to listen to their voices driving, and I'm thinking, is that so-and-so? Is that Jamie Jackson? Is that... I couldn't remember. But it was like trying to build up this rivalry again against Pep and Jose. And Pep was just went, maybe we're just older now, more wise, and we just get on with it. And he wasn't rising to it, and he was in quite a buoyant mood today. He was quite happy, relaxed. The press conference was a lot longer than it normally is, and yeah, he seemed in a good mood. He seemed in high spirits, and yeah, maybe somebody's had a word in his ear and said, "Look, just stop with the nonsense. Just bat away any garbage questions. Just don't answer them." But he did look relaxed today in the press conference, and we'll see. We'll wait and see for Sunday. So let me just go back and see what other comments are on here before I go. I'm above you in the Premier League football table, Andy. Are you? Oh, cheeky. You felt sorry for the Rags to pass the ball. Pep rating, Andy. Pep, give him a 7. I'm not going to be doing that. I need cheering up now. Getting a 3 from me. You started it, Martin, with your garbage, bloody low scores. Sorry, but way some fans have been with him was wrong. He had 4 months of destroyed him confidence. He's better than Zinchenko by a country mile. Disagree. He's left, not rating. Why? Yeah, no. What was the point of getting him in the summer to make 25? Well, to make 20 million quid or there or thereabouts. Last time we made that would have been in the actual, yeah. So we have Zinchenko and Mendy who's injured. Yo, sorry, I'm just going back. Will City get slated for legalised people trafficking? They've already done that. Let me skip forward. J Fresh Dunner, Wagwan, Yashota, Andy. How are you, J Fresh? You well? Pet rating 4. Massive gamble, it backfired big time. You don't gamble in Manchester Derby. Yeah, Pep 5.5. Pep never got a rating, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm not bothering with that. I mean, everyone's sort of like bored with sort of 40 odd minutes into the 50 minutes into the no, we're not. We're an hour now. Sorry, into the thing. So we're not going through all of them. I'm off for some food before I go and watch Stoke at the pub. Enjoy the game, mate. We need leaders. I'd sign Theresa May if she's available. I wish City brings players like Van Dijk. We can use Kiyama's cookout in. Hi guys, what happened yesterday, Andy? Busy with work, mate. I had everything set up, Kamal, ready to go, and then I'd only just literally got back from Rome, so and then an urgent work business call came in, so I had to take that, and work comes first. Remember, we do this for nothing, so it's one of those things. Work has to come first, and Martin was away with work, so we had no one else to do the vlog. Angelino's gone. Yeah, he has. The kid looks electric, and hopefully in a couple of years we have him, Eric Garcia, played together. He looks special. Not often I say that about YouTube videos, but he looks special. We haven't got 25 million yes, perform for that. Sane has kept himself really trim. He's looking good. He is. Somebody else said that in who's watched him train. Yes, Martin, if you sound good enough. I was told on Wednesday that Sane has a new PR company working for him and he has cut ties with his own management. He has. He's got a new agent. Ivor, you spot on. Car story. Oh God, car story. Car story. I met very quickly. I met my friend who we used to fly with years ago. She left. I've not seen her for 23 years, and she moved to the European Space Agency in Frascati in Italy, which is just outside. It's about half an hour outside of Rome. Anyway, she married an Italian and everything else, and so she went into a different role. And she's the PA for the director of the European Space Agency in Frascati. And so when we were going to Rome, I messaged her and said, "Oh, we're coming out," blah, blah, blah. And she said, "Oh, get the train up. It's only 20 minutes on the train." So she gave us a private tour with private, she got the guys who work at the European Space Agency, the scientists and everything else to give us a tour of each station, looking at the interactive satellites, and it's amazing. So we got to see live satellites and things like that, and what was going on. So anyway, we were driving back. She was dropping us off. We went to a friend's restaurant in Frascati, which is up in the hills outside of Rome. Went for something to eat at her friend's restaurant, and before we were going up, she said, "Got to take you somewhere which is really weird," and it was it's the Magic Road, and it's in a place called Aracchia in Lazio. It's around the hills, but what happens is you drive up. You basically drive up the hill. You stop. You keep your handbrake off. You put it in neutral, and the car keeps going up. Yeah. We turn around, we go down, we stop, keep the handbrake off, put the car in neutral, and it starts going backwards. Now, I said to her, that's got to be something to do with the magnetic fields of the Earth or something like that is causing that. It only happens in 100 meters part of these dark lanes, and it was night. I've got some videos of it, and I'm one of the most skeptical people going, but that definitely happened. I've got it on film. I've got it on camera, and it's not an optical illusion. That I can rule out straight away because I can see we're going down. Cars were coming down past us, and cars were going up past us. So it's not an optical illusion at all. Trust me. And I've seen videos since of people putting a water bottle and it rolls uphill, and a water bottle rolling downhill when it should be going up, etc., etc. So it was one of them hills in Cornwall. It was bollocks. It worked. No, it's absolutely. I've got the videos to prove it. I was there. I was in the car. I've got videos to prove it, Bernard. Absolute proof. And I was in the car, and I was showing it was accelerating the car. It was around about, I'd say, 9 to 10 degree incline. So I was in the car when it happened. So it wasn't a film from, I was actually in the car. I filmed the speedometer and I filmed the angle we were at in the car. And I looked outside and I checked everywhere, and it was uphill. There's no doubt about it. It's not an optical illusion. There are a load in the world, I do know that, because I've checked it out, where there's an optical illusion with regards to, is it this? This was, I was going uphill. Me and Kiam have seen the video. It's true, guys. There you go. Martin and Kiam have seen the video on there. No, the one in Cornwall. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. No, the ones I have seen, a few of them around the world where they're like, oh, they do this, but it is an illusion. But it was. So what's the scientific explanation? I've looked it up. They can't come up with one. They only think it maybe is a magnetic thing within the way the Earth is set, that the car is being dragged either one way or the other way. It's the only explanation that it can come up with, because there is no other explanation for it. There's loads of uphill skiers in. Kiam, behave yourself. So I guess you won't let us see it. Well, I can't let you see it on here, can I? Because it's not on YouTube. Maybe I can put it on YouTube. Maybe I can put it on the channel. Yeah, I could put it on the channel. There's nothing in it. It's night time. That's the only thing. I wish I would have gone during the day. It was night. So when they filmed it, when I filmed it, I was in the car with her. I tried to show you the video. Try to show you it's in neutral, and I was filming the kilometer speedometer, and it was actually increasing, and we were going uphill like that, and we were actually increasing the speed. Is the players' ratings done? It is, Leonard. You missed it. Took kids for a day out years ago from nearby Haven Camp. So funny. What a letdown. Yeah, I think there's there are a number of phenomenons like that around the world, Bernard. There are. I think there's quite a number in America. The best Brazilian I've ever seen was Lindo Lusardi internationally. I know what you're referring to there, Ivor. Yes, Leonard. Everyone got a 9 apart from Sterling. He got Linda Lasardi in Club International. Age 3. Anyway, guys, listen, that's just a quick update. Carabao Cup ticket information, just quickly, it's on the City website. Let's just see what it says. Sunday, the 1st of March, kickoff is 4:30. The club has received an allocation of 33,534 tickets located in the east end of Wembley Stadium. So, ticket prices, categories, adult, premium level 2 tickets for adults are £150. For level 2, they're £125. Category 1 are £100. Category 2, £90. Category 3, £72. Category 4, £56. And Category 5, £40. Disabled supporters will pay the applicable ticket price subject to their age. So there you go. That's the prices. I know the ones that I'm going for are 40 quid. And it's the ones I go to every year. I'm going to mess about with dicking about with going in other levels. I'm going for the 40 quid one. Top tier. Wembley is a great view anyway, wherever you are. So it's you get a good view anyway. And it's been great the last few years we've been there winning that. So watch along Sunday. I will do it live from 14:15 Sunday, guys. There you go. Martin's doing the live watch along. Liz Hurley Hills. Ivy, you know my thoughts on Liz Hurley. The lucky end, they're all luck. Me and Andy will be there from early on till late, guys. See you on Wembley Way. Alexis, Texas has great breasts. Tickets very expensive, Andy. No, 40 quid's not expensive, mate. It's not expensive for Wembley. It's cheap, if I'm being honest. 40 quid for a Wembley ticket is cheap. Spend more than that. Go and watch City versus Real Madrid in the Champions League and spend up to like 70, 75 quid. So 40 quid for the top tier. It's not expensive. So you're doing level 1, really. Good luck to you. Well, I'm not. I'm doing right at the top, right at the back where we sit, so where we stand every year when we're at Wembley. I'm not doing. I ain't doing level 1. I'm doing right at the back. 40 quid's good enough for me. Staying over. I'll be at the box park. I'm trying to wait to see who has got the box park this year. I can only think it's going to be difficult because obviously it's Villa. If it would have been a London club, City might have definitely got the box park. So I'm not sure who's got it this year, but I'll be around Wembley Way as usual and in the box park. So got to go. The Joy Warden is on the promise. She just does not do it. Take care. Listen, guys, this is only from Man City Fan TV. I want to say thank you for coming on. Sorry, this week I've been away on holiday. Martin's been working. We try to do as much as we can, but you know, work, life, and holidays and everything else come first. Remember, we give you all this content for free. We don't charge you for it. So sometimes we have to take a break out as well. And I'll be honest with you, 4 days away from football has done me the world of good. I've come back re-energized, revigorized, and back to normal. And loads and loads of stuff coming up. Don't forget, Martin will be live on Sunday from 4:15. Live watch along on Man City Fan TV. I am tonight doing the final edit for the preview with our usual guy from Spurs, massive subscriber, follower account on YouTube. Sorry, Chris Cowley, who's won awards and everything else. So he's a huge YouTuber for Spurs. I'm finishing off the edit for the Spurs preview. That'll be out tomorrow. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thanks, Andy. I'm back to normal next week. Yeah, we will be back to normal next week as usual. I'm around for a while, so off for a week. We'll be back on things as usual. But sometimes it's just good to get away from football and spend some time with your family. And that's what we've done. And we're back to normal now. So, guys, take care. If you're not a subscriber to Man City Fan TV, smashing it. See the counter, 11,500. Well, we're nearly at 11,600. Just waiting for that counter to trip over. But hopefully we'll be at 12k soon. Loads of videos, loads of stuff going on with the channel. Loads and loads of stuff in the pipeline that's coming up. New things that we're working on. But anyway, we're back. As ever, it's 2020. We'll give you all the best content on Man City Fan TV. So guys, give us a like, thumbs up, follow the channel, give it a subscribe, hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified when all the new videos come through. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you and appreciate all of your comments when you come on here. But guys, take care. We'll see you soon.